Welcome back to another episode of Sassy AF TV Live. I'm your host, Hallie Avolio, and welcome. It's Wednesday. It is a beautiful day here in Santa Barbara. I hope it's a beautiful day wherever you are. I'll be honest, about half an hour ago, I was feeling pretty shitty. But you know what? I rallied because I have one of my most favorite people on Sassy AF TV Live today. And I want her to share her story. I can't wait for you to meet her. She holds a very special place of honor because this is actually her second time being on my show. She was in the first round when we did this live about a year ago. You can find her on the podcast in season 1 of Sassy AF TV and the Sassy AF audio experience, which by the way is the podcast. So if you're not already subscribed to that on iTunes, Spotify, and announcement, the Sassy AF audio experience is now on Pandora. I don't actually listen to podcasts on Pandora. I'm sure people do though. So I'm thrilled that it's there for more audience to be able to find this sassy content. But let me tell you a little bit about Tobey Ann Terry, our guest today. And then I'm going to bring her on so she can share her story. And we are going to talk all about confidence, which is one of my favorite topics. So this is a quote from Tobey. "The confidence and radiance that results when women take time for themselves is what it's all about." I couldn't agree more. Beauty and empowerment coach Tobey Ann Terry has been working in the beauty industry for 25 plus years, which is incredible because you'll see why. She has gained notoriety for her beauty talents and her own line of products. Naked Soul, her signature soul-affirming skincare line, includes affirmations on all the bottles to unite women's outer beauty with her inner beauty. Tobey is multi-passionate and committed to working with women on their beauty, both inside and out. Her coaching division, Live Camera Confidence, serves women entrepreneurs in multiple industries. Tobey also recently launched her live TV show and podcast, Confidence Unleashed, where she interviews experts in the beauty, wellness, and business space. I was a guest. And she allows them to share their stories and tips. So let me bring on Tobey because you are going to absolutely love her. Welcome, Tobey. Let me add her to my stream here. There she is. Woo! Yes, welcome. I'm so glad you're
I'm
here.
one of your favorite people.
What'd you say?
Am I one of your favorite people?
You are one of my favorite people. You're so fun. Every time we talk, it's just like, it's like the energy exchange is out of control. Right?
I know.
Am I right? Come on.
Yes, I know. We've got to mix this with like in person and some champagne too. At some point, we got to add champagne.
Well, you know, just for the people that are watching, if you are watching live and you want to leave comments, please do so. Say hi. Hello, I see somewhere. I can't see who it is because it just says LinkedIn user. But hi, thank you for watching. Tobey also lives in Santa Barbara, which is amazing. So back before, you know, COVID and pandemic life, we actually got to meet up for coffee every now and again. So I know we're going to have to do it again. Once we're back out of lockdown, Tobey, I think a champagne date is definitely in order.
Yeah, we're graduating from coffee. Let's just say that.
Heck yes. Oh, Erica. Hi, Erica. Welcome. Thank you for being here. So, Tobey,
yes,
you have this amazing history in skincare, in beauty, created your own affirmation-based skincare line, which I love using your products. They're fantastic. How did you move from being in the beauty industry to becoming an empowerment coach and helping women and people become more confident? Tell us your story.
Well, yeah, I've been doing it for 25 years in the salon. We're hairstylists, but you get coaching too, right? Therapy, you get some coaching, you get all of it. So just, moving into the coaching business, I started doing that a few years ago for salon pros on how to build revenue streams and think kind of beyond the salon. And through the COVID, the shift, the pivot that everybody was doing, I'm like, I really want to expand. And I've been wanting to expand my market beyond salon pros for a while. And so just finding the different ways to do it. And so with COVID, I was getting online every single day in my Facebook group I think I created a new Facebook group. And then
I'm in that too.
I feel like the start of COVID was like 5 years ago. Like, haven't we all done like 5 years worth of business or building or creation these last 8 months?
Well, and also, isn't there this crazy time blur? It's like, who even knows like what day it is? I was just having this conversation with somebody earlier today where I was like, oh yeah, that thing happened just a couple months ago. And then I thought, oh wait, that was in August. It's now December.
I know, it's just crazy. And so anyways, I was getting on live video every single day, doing beauty on the daily, doing soul care tips, wellness, just different lives, and then starting different live shows, different themes, and for the different days. So I started doing that, and then I hosted an online summit in the summer as well. And so I just started creating a coaching program around it, helping women get on camera with confidence, whether it's on Zoom, like for family, whatever it is that you need, and, or for business owners to really get out there and be more visible, share your different revenue streams, create new revenue streams, and all the different ways that we can be visible in our business, but doing it with confidence through that inner and outer beauty connection. A lot of people are really stuck kind of on the engagement strategies or the different business strategies of visibility, but really it kind of doesn't matter as long as that you get out there and you do it, and then this confidence that you can build in the process. And then, okay, now what are we going to do with it? Why is it so important to get out there? And what are the different strategies that I can be visible on camera? Because there is a lot.
Right. Well, can you talk about confidence? Like, I would love to know, first of all, how do you define the word confidence? Because it translates to all aspects of life. You said earlier about even getting on a Zoom with your family, right? So even for people that aren't entrepreneurs, maybe they are employees in a business, maybe they are thinking about becoming an entrepreneur, right? But confidence is something that shows up in many different aspects of our lives. So how do you define confidence? What does that mean to you?
Oh, just feeling empowered to do what you want to do. Right? Like you have your dreams, you have your ideas, you have your vision, and then going for it. And so it's just that action. It's that action of going for it. And of course, confidence can come in many varieties. Like, I mean, you can be like, happy and boisterous confident. You can be sexy confident. You can be intelligent confident, so, and so it's just really having the courage to achieve your dreams, and doing it with this sense of like groundedness. Like, I know my stuff. I know I can do this. I can show up in this way. And sometimes you just got to go for it, and you create the confidence in the process, but your confidence still lies in the decision of going for it. So that's how I define it.
Okay. No, I love that. Do you feel confident every day?
Oh gosh, no, but most every day. It depends.
No.
If I was wearing the top that went with the bottoms that I'm wearing, and to have to deliver the interview, I might not be so confident. No, it depends on what you're talking about. So, no, I have off days. That's kind of a weird word too. Confidence is like, I have off days, but if I had to like show, and I've had off days, and I had to show up on camera and deliver an interview. And, I remember the last interview I was filming for my summit, and I think the confidence that I generated, I was able to complete it. But it was an off day for me. So it just kind of depends on what I'm talking about. There's a lot of things that I'm not really that confident in, so I don't coach on that.
But this brings up a really good point. Right, well, the last time that you and I talked, Tobey, we talked about imposter syndrome and limiting beliefs, right? And they all go together with confidence. So you make a really excellent point, which is we don't all feel confident, even the most confident person, right? Even I'm trying to think of who is a celebrity or an influencer or somebody that we all look as, oh, they are super confident. They must be confident all the time. We all have off days. We all have moments where we're not on our A game, right? We don't want to show up. We don't know how to bring it, or we are, confronted with a situation where we still don't know everything backwards and forwards. Like, for example, you've been in the beauty industry for over 25 years. If somebody asks you a question about running a salon or doing some sort of a program that is based in the beauty industry and in the salon, I'm sure you could answer it without even thinking. You could answer it in your sleep. It wouldn't be a big deal. But if you're confronted with a new situation, then that you're not comfortable with, you have to learn as you go. So I want to talk about perfectionism and confidence, and how do you teach around that? Because it's something that we all grapple with.
Yeah, you know what you said, like if someone approached me about something I didn't know, I would have confidence in explaining that I don't really know all of that, but you know what? I know someone who does, and I can line you up with them. And so I have confidence in my collaborations and my confidence in service of that person still, even though I can't specifically deliver what they want. And so, so it's not being perfect. It's not being perfect at everything. It's kind of being perfect in the imperfection and having still the confidence to be of service and to be generous and guide that person in the direction where that they need to go, that maybe you can't help them. So,
right. So you have that within you, and you've been practicing this and you teach this. When you meet with people for the first time, I'm sure you've had people come to you and say, I wish I could be as confident as you. You show up in so many ways with such power and such articulation and such inspiration. How do you get someone to go from being insecure or shy or having these limiting beliefs? What do you start them out with to start building that confidence?
Well, I start with the inner and outer beauty connection. I start with that because there's parts of that can really create instant confidence. And we all know that when we all put like our best dress on and our high heels or a certain, maybe it's a diamond ring when you put on or something that you put on, and instantly you feel different. Instantly you feel better. Or you took a bath, or you just meditated and you just had this insane meditation with this amazing insight. Like all of a sudden you're like, wow, like I'm ready. So it's like that inner beauty and outer beauty work, those tips, those modalities, those strategies that start to create that instant energy, like it gets that energy like going inside the body. And then when you put on the outer beauty part, we put out that outer beauty layer. And then when you see yourself, you're like, oh, wow, I love that. I love that on me. I love the way it feels. So it's all that connection, and that starts to create the confidence. And then we get into the vision work, seeing yourself where you want to be, and really like visualizing. And then you start to kind of build the confidence in that, like, wow, I can really see myself there. I can feel it. And then it's just starting to put it into place. And then it's the practice, it's the doing it. Like instantly when you do something for the first time, you're already more confident when you go back and do it the second time. Could you imagine when you do it the 20th time,
Right.
So we start there.
So sometimes it's just reminding ourselves of, all of how far we've come on our journey, right? And having those triggers and having those self practices. I love that you brought up meditation. In fact, I see one of my ninja buddies, Simon, is on here on LinkedIn. I are hosting a session next week all about the power of meditation and how that helps you level up in all aspects of your life. And I know when we talked previously, you shared about, this download that you got before you created Naked Soul Beauty, right? And it came out of inspiration from your own life. And I think part of it had to do with kind of a visioning and meditative sort of process, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah. That the direction that I wanted to go with Naked Soul Beauty, I knew that I wanted spirituality and just, really connected to that inner beauty and the outer beauty. But I didn't know exactly what it was going to look like. And then I was meditating one day, and then just, I don't know, I was like walking through my house, like afterwards, it wasn't even during it. And then all of a sudden I just got this download from source. It was instant. I could feel it like right in my heart, like name your products with affirmations. Like those are the names. And I'm like, whoa, and so I did. And it was, one of the modalities that I used to get through my divorce, as like I used a lot of them. I was like just grabbing at all kinds of spiritual modalities to help me get through it, and doing everything I could. I mean, I was really putting the work in. But when I got that download from source, like it really resonated, and then the name came, and just everything about it just started to unfold really beautifully.
I think that starts to build the confidence, right? So the more that you can practice the self-care, right, then it starts to build upon it, and you start thinking, okay, well, if I can show up today doing this one thing and I can get this message and this motivation, this inspiration, how can I show up again tomorrow and get even more?
Right. Right. It's just, it's like, it's the practice, like where, our meditation practice, our yoga practice, it's really showing up every day and being open and letting one day build onto the next, and not allowing yourself to get stuck. You can take breaks. I'm going to shelf this for like a couple of days or maybe a week, take breaks, and that's okay, and recharge and reset. But really allowing that confidence of knowing what feels good, allowing your intuition to take place too, or take charge, and feeling confident in your choices and just moving forward. You can always rebrand, you can always restructure, you can always do something different. But I think I was listening to one of my speakers today from the summit. We're talking about there's a lot of confidence in completion. You experience a lot of confidence in completion. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And so it's so true. It's so true. So practice, just starting and getting going, and just knowing that with anything that we've learned, I mean, think back on anything that you have learned, that the more that we have done it, the more that we have put it into practice in our lives, we get more comfortable with it, we get better at it, then we get amazing at it. And that confidence just starts to build like right away.
Right. So I'm curious, as you're talking, the thing that's coming to my mind, Tobey, is the pandemic has been going on in this country for 9 months now or so. And I think that one of the biggest issues, I know it's crazy to think that it's gone on this long, but like
5 years.
I know, it's crazy. But
some days it does. Some days it's like, what?
I know. One of the major issues that's come aside from isolation is that I feel like people losing confidence in themselves, in, things going back to some semblance of normal. And I'm curious if you have any thoughts on, how we can start to rebuild our confidence in life. I think that one thing that's been really, really challenging for all of us as humans and having connections, and we've had to really revision how we go about our lives. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think you were breaking up a little bit, but I think I got the gist of it. I think like not stopping our lives, so I get people in the salon, they're like, I'm not going anywhere anyways, but I just still wanted to get it done. And then when they're done, they're like, whoa, like it just instantly they feel better. They look better. They radiate different. And so remember that. I know we're not going anywhere. But you're still you. You're still in your home. You're still with your family. You still might be showing up on camera for business. You still might be doing something. And no matter if you're doing nothing, you're still living and being you. And so don't give up on the things that you loved or that made you happy, and find some sort of new version of that you can do at home, or that you feel, or do it wherever you feel safely. And if it's dressing up, let's say, then dress up and have a great dinner inside your dining room. If it's exercising, don't stop. Just because you can't go to the gym, there's all kinds of other things that we can do. And go outside. I mean, just going outside is amazing and builds confidence and insight and intuition. And so I think just, really don't use COVID as an excuse to throw everything out the window, because then you got to start all over again. But it's too late to start.
Right. Well, and having that consistency, and I know we've talked about that before as well, that's really powerful when it comes to building confidence and, showing up every single day, right?
Yes. So we talked about that when I interviewed you, and you're tomorrow.
Yes.
And really, is being consistent. And that can be different for anybody and everybody, but consistency, is that weekly, is that daily, is that monthly, depending on what it is. So as long as there is some that energy and that love and that good vibration that you're generating from what you're doing is in constant flow with you. So maybe you only need to do something nice for yourself, or dress up and get out of your lounge wear. Maybe it's just once a week, and maybe you're not going anywhere, or you're just, you're just up leveling a little bit better for work on camera, or you're giving yourself a bath. Just, if it's once a week that does the job, then great,
Right.
Or if it's something that you need to do daily to really generate the energy, then get dressed daily. Like,
Right.
literally get dressed. Don't just get dressed out of bed, but like get dressed in something that creates energy and fun and confidence. When you look at yourself in the mirror, you know, when you walk by the mirror or you show up on camera, that it really does make you feel better, you know? So do the things that make you feel better every single day.
Every single day. Yes. I love it.
Yeah. And then those things can vary and change depending on what they are. But every day, if you need that help with the confidence and the energy and the momentum and the consistency, then find what you need to do daily.
Right. Absolutely. I love that you bring up energy and fun, because I want to talk to you as somebody that is almost as energetic as me, maybe. I don't know.
Not quite.
I think we're pretty equal on the energy level.
The other day on Monday, I had no energy left. I mean, I was coming off a very, very big full dinner the last night the restaurants were open from the Chase, and you know, the Chase. And I had a few things to do on Monday, and by 2:00, I'm like, I'm done. And I put on my Christmas. Oh, here's an example. I was done. I literally felt it in my heart. I was so exhausted. And because I'm doing a bunch of launches right now. And I'm like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done. I had no more meetings. I'm done. I put on my Christmas PJs. And I go and I make a fire. This is at 2:30 p.m. on Monday. I go and make a fire. I have my Christmas like corny PJs on. And that was it. I was done. I ended up doing a little bit of work because I felt better. I made a fire. I laid down on the floor, made a big bed, had my Christmas PJs on, and all of a sudden it gave me this new energy. And I did some fun things for my business that just for myself. So I still kind of worked a little bit, but and it was great. And then it rolled into a movie, and then it was like, oh my God, it was the best afternoon.
I love that.
Yeah. And it was I mean, I could have just, you know, whatever, just put on some, you know, whatever loungewear, but I put on fun PJs, and it actually gave me more energy. It revived me. It was really fun.
Love that. Yeah. See, sometimes it's just a little thing. You don't need something massive to infuse yourself with the energy. But I wanted to know also some of your daily routines that help you stay in this flow.
Oh, daily routines. Well, except for Mondays, unless I'm on camera, which I was this particular Monday, I had to get dressed.
I just roll around naked. My business is called Naked Soul Beauty, so
yeah, no makeup Mondays. But I get ready for the day. I get ready. I try to walk every day. Some days I don't get outside every single day. I'm not walking. I'm in the salon, so I move my body literally like six to 8 hours in the salon. So moving my body, washing my face every morning. I wash my face. I cleanse it. I put moisturizer on it. And if I'm going to be on camera, then I put makeup on. I get ready for the day. And that really helps. And then at night, the same thing. I like to have a glass of wine. I have a glass of wine at night. That makes me feel really good. Good. You know, I relax. It's part of my self-care. So, I light a fire. Since it's winter, I light a fire. That's been a daily thing that I do now. I light a fire every night. And I wash my face at the end of the night. And cook a good dinner, or I go out to a good dinner. I always treat myself and my family to a good dinner. We always have a good meal at night. I don't eat much during the day, but I love a good meal at night.
Nice. You got to cook for me, because that's the worst for me. I hate dinner time because I never eat it. Like, I don't want to prepare dinner. I don't want to cook dinner. If it showed up for me, I would be very, very happy. If you ever feel inspired, you know. Just saying.
Yeah. My self-care changes with the seasons and with the theme of my week and my day. And I love a good soul connection. I connect to my guides and my angels. I do this thing called soul languages. So I connect to my soul team. Mm-hmm. So I do that. So there's quite, you know, I do a variety. I don't have like a daily routine. I have a daily variety. I call it my morning variety.
I love that though, because that's real. I actually I was listening to a podcast. They were talking about this recently, and they called it like a menu. And it's like you've got your menu of all the things that you like to do, right? Like maybe there's 5 things on there or 7 things on there. And then each morning when you wake up, or each evening, you kind of like, okay, what am I in the mood for on the menu of my different routine rituals that I like to do?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I love variety, and I have to switch it up, whether it's my exercises or the different spiritual modalities or practices that I have. And people that I work with, I love switching that up. And girls I go out to dinner with, I love switching that up. And I love a lot of one-on-one girlfriend time because I don't know. And so I don't know. I just love. I mean, I'm like, oh, who am I in the mood for today? Like, what kind of energy? And even my kids, I'm like, which kid do I want to hang out with more today?
Love it.
You know, I love it. I love a little variety, and I love getting up and checking off my my number one priority off my list. And so it's kind of a combination of getting things done, which gives me more energy and more momentum for the day, or which self-care modality do I want to start off with today. So,
right.
But I always wash my face every single morning.
And you know what? I have also been washing my face morning and night. You should be very proud of me because you definitely inspired that ritual.
Yeah, especially when you're using the cleansing oil, it really it sets your skin right. Because a lot of people say, oh, I splash my face with water, but it just dries it out. And so it leaves your skin all nourished and radiant, and so it really does feel good. Like it feels good. You can feel it inside, and then your skin is like dewy and ready to go all day, whether you do nothing with it on top of that, or you're makeup free all day, and your skin just feels good all day long, and you washed the oils from your pillowcase and your hair off your skin, so it's really great.
So if you were to travel back in time to, let's say, 15-year-old Tobey.
Oh
Calm down. I want to know, was 15-year-old Tobey this energized and self-aware and confident?
Yes, I had a lot of energy. No, not really like super confident because I was really short. I still am. And I remember remember I was 14. Yeah, I'm a little teeny one. And so I remember in freshman high school, I had like 3 really great girlfriends starting off the year, and they were all like 5'10". And I was like, I always just felt short and like, I don't know. So I remember I wasn't really confident about my body back then. And then by sophomore year, I had another like core group of girlfriends, and I could tell like these were my girlfriends for life. Like we still talk, and and like we were all together all the way through high school, and they were all about the same size as me. And I was like, well, now that was a good trick, right? I'm like, just hang out with people that are similar. No, I had growing up with 3 brothers and a lot of teasing, 3 older brothers, so a lot of teasing. So, and I had these big buck teeth when I was a kid. And so it was either like hide or just own it, And so a lot of confidence came from that and my name, Tobey, that was another thing. Like, having I was born in 75. And so when I was a kid, like no one had an uncommon name, and no one sure as hell didn't have a like a boy name that was a dog's name. Like mine was like either boys or dogs. Oh, no. And so it was either like, shrivel up and hide, or just show up and own it, and I always had a fun personality no matter what. And so, so a lot of confidence came from that. Just, you know what, you got to just show up and do it anyways. So there was, a little mix of growing up. So, yeah.
That's a cool story though, because like you said, a lot of people at that age, 15, 12, 13, 14, 15, right? We're all awkward and we're changing and everything is different, and we're constantly comparing ourselves to our peers. Yep. And if we have anything that's different about, right, it'd be so devastating and traumatic. But the fact that you just decided to own it and own who you were and blossom through it, that's amazing. That's amazing. It doesn't surprise me because I know you, but
own it, find the solution. Find the solution,
Own it and find the solution.
Yeah, find a solution. I mean, if like with the girlfriends, with the 5'10" girlfriends, like, I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I can't change the way that the height, but if I feel like I'm constantly short around these girls and I don't like the way I feel, like, change it up, and it turned out that my new girlfriends were way more fun, or were way more generous and caring and compassionate, and no drama. I mean, these girlfriends that I got the following year, like no drama. We just celebrated and shared and loved each other, and I mean, I don't know, like, just, it's like there's a solution for everything. So we don't have to be stuck in depression and and you know, and having to really kind of alter who we are and all that to step up, just, you know, find something that works and that makes you feel good. So then you can start to build on that, because then the confidence can come, you know. So,
I love it. Well,
yeah.
it's the opposite situation. You know, I'm tall, I'm 5'9". And so when I was that age, I was like, I want to shrink and be short like all my friends. So I should have been hanging out with you, Tobey. You would have given me a boost, you know, a boost. And I just want to comment. I see that Kelly is in our chat and he said, my name is Kelly. I was born in 76. I still have people ask why I have a girl's name, LOL. And by the way, I knew at least one, if not two Kellys that were boys, men, when I was in high school. And I was born in 79, by the way.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean,
Kelly knows. Kelly gets it. So you're, you know, what do we do? I mean, I tried to change my name, but my parents wouldn't let me when I was 8 years old. And then now it's like, I love my name. And I use Ann a lot. That's my middle name, because when it's on print, I want them to know that I'm a woman, but I wouldn't necessarily have to put it here because you can see that I'm a woman. But I use Ann, and so I'm solving the problem. And but now it's like I couldn't imagine having like a common name, you know, so, or you know, or a name that I wish I had. I wish my name was like Julie when I was growing up.
Right? Or Jennifer.
Julie or Jennifer.
Well, my name got
really like Lisa.
Yeah, my name was like mispronounced time. So same thing. It was like the different name. I was taught anyway.
Yeah, all of it. But, you know, you just roll with it. You know, it builds character and who you are. And, you know, and I just, my heart goes out to young girls that struggle during those ages. And it's just staying strong, staying healthy, and finding the people, surrounding yourself with the people and the girls or the boys that are supportive, that just, you know, love you for who you are, and that you can find fun and joy in being around. And if you're constantly reminded of a flaw that you don't like or that you can't change, then change your environment, you know, and make sure, but stay healthy.
Yes, I love that, because you don't have to live in that space. You have the opportunity every single day to choose. And if you need to shift, pivot, change, do it. Do what makes you happy and fills you with joy. Yeah.
Do what makes you happy. Stay healthy. You know, find the environment that allows you to thrive, or that gives you the first step to thrive, you know. Yes. Because it's our hormones are working against us at that age. Come on.
Right? For sure. All right.
That's a hard age.
I want to ask you, I have a few quick fire questions that are just fun. And I want you to just, whatever comes to mind first thing. Okay. So I'm going to start off easy.
Okay.
Number one, what is your favorite beauty product?
God. Why did you put... That's the wrong. That's hard. All of them. Hello, but my face cream.
Okay.
The Goddess face cream. I cannot live without that.
Okay.
And the cleansing oil.
I know. I love the cleansing oil. I might need the Goddess cream. I don't have that one yet.
Oh, it's insane. It's insane.
Okay. This is another fun one. What affirmation is resonating with you right now?
I'm oh God, what is it? I'm divine love in the eyes of spirit. Yeah. Because I've been masking a lot lately, and I've got that one on my mat. I am
divine love in the face of spirit.
In the eyes of spirit.
Oh, in the eyes. I am divine love in the eyes of spirit. That was like,
yeah.
I received that from you. Thank you.
Can I borrow it?
Can I borrow it?
Yes.
I love that.
You sure can.
All right. Who is one of your mentors?
Oh gosh. Oh my God. There's so many that are flooding. My mom right now. My mom.
Mom. Yeah.
I had all my business ones that were flooding my head. And then I'm like, no, my mom. She's just really showing me the way lately.
I hope she watches this. We'll have to make sure she sees it.
Absolutely.
Okay. I think a little bit of this answer is one of your favorite holiday traditions.
Ooh, okay. I love watching the the Family Guy or Family.
Oh.
No, Family Guy. Hello, sorry, I did not know that. I love watching The Family Man. I love watching The Family Man. So a fire, PJs, wine. After dinner, the kids are doing their own thing because it's not kid friendly. They're getting close. But The Family Man with Nicolas Cage and Téa Leoni. That was my favorite holiday movie. I love it.
I've never seen it. I'm gonna have a list.
Yeah, okay. That's my personal. I have a family favorite, a family tradition that I have too, but that's my personal favorite.
I love it. Do you all have matching Christmas pajamas, by the way?
We bought them last year, and then our tradition is every Christmas Eve, we go to the Chase restaurant because they decorated it all up for Christmas.
Yeah.
But we did it earlier because of the shutdown, and 2 of the family members could not find their PJs, so it was just me and my son.
You wore them to dinner?
Oh no, God no! No, we went to dinner and we came home. Sorry, I forgot that.
Okay.
We came home, watched a Christmas movie in our PJs.
Okay, but how much would that unlock your confidence to go to a nice dinner in your Christmas pajamas? I'm just saying.
That would unlock it.
Or your kids will be traumatized. Either way.
Yeah,
Oh my God. I swear we have Tobey. All right. My last question, I already gave you the heads up on, but I want you to tell us, what is something that makes you feel sassy as fuck?
Oh, well, it's funny because I'm actually wearing it. Red lips.
Ooh la la.
I did a holiday. My live show was earlier today, and I did a holiday theme. So I wore red and then the red lips, and so I'm still rocking them all day long.
I love it. I
haven't worn red lips, huh?
They're gorgeous.
Thank you. And I haven't worn red lipstick in actually a while. And I put it on. I'm like, oh, I forgot. I even like the way that it goes on. I'm like, oh, I forgot about my red lips. So I love red lips.
Oh, I love it. Super sassy as fuck. So I want you to tell everyone where they can find you and how they can connect with you and what's going on in your world right now. Tell us about your summit, all the good things.
Yes. You can join my summit at confidenceunleashedsummit.com. Pretty sure. I have a 10-day summit going on to help create visibility in your business. And so I've got that going on. So confidenceunleashedsummit.com, or you can just contact me and we'll get you hooked up. And then also you can find me in my Facebook group, Confidence Unleashed.
Awesome. So Confidence Unleashed, that's the place to be. Sweet.
Absolutely.
Love it. Great. Okay. So before we sign off and I get to tell you how much I love you again and adore you and all that stuff, since I know you're a fan of affirmations, I have the new deck.
Oh, I love the black. I love it.
Wait.
And all the different colors.
You need a new deck, but I'm going to pull one for you.
Okay, pull one. Yay.
And look, there's in a box and everything. Oops, there we go.
I love it.
Isn't it cute? They so good. They're so good. I love them. Okay. I shuffled them up. You tell me when you want me to pull one. Tell me when to stop.
Now.
Okay. Let's see what we got. Ooh, this is a good one for you. It says, I'm going to read it first in case it gets blurred. Any dream I want to make true will come true.
Ooh, any dream I want to make true will come true. Yes.
And by the way, you have the most gorgeous blue eyes, and this blue will complement them.
Thank you.
Right? Right?
Right?
It's perfect. It's perfect.
Love it. I love it.
So thank you so much. You are amazing. I just adore you. I love you. I think you're fantastic. We're fun together. Just your energy is contagious. And I always learn something from you, Tobey. I just love how you you really exude confidence and you just show up every single day just as the real deal. There's no bullshit. There's no faking. Even if you don't know everything, that's cool. Yeah. It's not about knowing anything. It's about being yourself and doing you, and you exemplify that. So I just want to honor and appreciate you and thank you for being here, and you're just amazing. So big love to you.
Big love. big love. I'm gonna go drink my wine and think about you and just praise God and like, oh, thank you God for being Hallie in my life, and light my fire and think about all the self-care and my affirmation that you just gifted me. So that was wonderful.
And I hope everyone will go watch the summit at confidenceunleashed summit.com. Sign up. It's amazing. 10 days of fabulous speakers, and Tobey is fantastic. So please contact her, reach out to her if you need help coaching on showing up on camera, on being empowered for your confidence, etc. If you have any needs in the beauty industry, she is the woman. So
yep. And Hallie's on tomorrow on the summit. So if you join today, you will see Hallie tomorrow.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here. Thank you everyone for watching. I see so many amazing comments in there. I can't wait to respond to all of them. You guys rock my world. Love you lots. And we'll be back next week for another episode of Sassy AF TV Live. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.